Am I looking good? Am I looking good?
Okay.
Welcome back to the Opportunity Podcast. I'm your host, Jose Ngata. So I have two people with me today. Both of them are really funny guys I know. We've been in French class for a couple years now. So first up, I've known him since like 8th grade, I believe. Like he's been a band kid. I've known him for a long time. He's pretty funny. One of my favorite guys in French class. Give it up for Michael Kronengold. I'm not gonna clap. This is really awkward.
Yeah, Michael
Let's go.
Yeah.
Next up, we got a new kid on the block. Just kidding, he's not that new, but he's been here since sophomore year. He's also really funny, really good at French. One of my good friends.
Alright, let's not reach here.
Mr. Jack McGuan. Yeah.
Yeah.
A really good intro with you guys.
It's an honor to be here on the podcast.
No
Glad
problem.
to-
No problem.
Glad to be on.
So what I want to start off with is something of course. But anyways, I wanted to ask you guys, as I always do with my guests, how are you guys today?
I am absolutely fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm chilling. Got caffeine. Got
Mm-hmm.
the great universal solvent. You know.
Water.
I got that nature sauce too.
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling pretty good myself,
Mhm.
I'm here on the Absolute Unit podcast, and that's just great,
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned this before, Kron. Why haven't you drank coffee ever? It's just like it's a little thing
I think it's
we were
one of those
talking
things
about.
where like his parents told him when he was a kid, oh, caffeine's gonna stunt your growth, and now he's 18. He's
I'm not gonna.
You are pretty tall. You are pretty tall.
That's
Mhm.
my assumption.
I think my mom still thinks that, even though I've told her it's a myth, just to.
Wait, so your parents did tell you that?
More my mom.
Okay, well that's yeah.
I think part of it is like, I don't know. It's just like I'm doing fine without it,
Yeah.
so I don't really need it. I understand it's like a casual
That's fair.
thing. I
That's
intend
fair.
to like drink coffee more in
Yeah.
college because it is like it's kind of a social. Like when you're at a meeting and stuff too, you can't be that one guy who refuses coffee.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really like rely on caffeine. I don't really have it in the morning. If anything, I'll just go to like Twin Valley. Shout out Twin
Just
Valley.
shout out
Coffee.
Twin Valley.
Definitely check out
Sponsor me so I can get
Sponsor.
money.
sponsoring Twin Valley Coffee here. They're a wonderful shop out. What is it, Elverson? I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that. Cool spot. Check them out. But yeah, you know they make great cold brews, and I just go there like after school sometimes and just sip.
Dope. Dope.
You know how it is, 2 P's sip.
So main reason why I wanted to have you both on here. Many reasons. You guys are really good. You guys are really funny.
Thank you.
But also is that, yeah, I realized in school a lot of people know you guys. A lot of people know of you guys. I've told you this at, like even before the podcast. Like, you know, not saying you guys are not popular, or saying you guys are too popular.
I think
But like,
that's what he's saying.
yeah, not saying that.
what he's saying.
But like, you know, not a lot of people like know you guys as well as, you know, French class or even I do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to split this like sort of podcast into two parts. First up is Jack, you know, your origin story, everything about you, and then Michael's
The psychotic.
yeah. Wait, what did I title this?
The psyche. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
inside the psychotic mind of Kronengold.
Yes.
Speaking of which, shout out to water.
Yeah. Anyway, that just like, doesn't relate at all to this, but
it's not like anybody really needed that sponsorship.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be using water
Dude,
anyways.
if I was sponsored
it's
by
using
like,
water.
if you're sponsored by Aquafina, I mean that's probably paying well.
What are you talking? What are you saying?
What do you
hence
speaking
the
of here?
psychoticness of Quran.
Well,
talking about
well,
water.
I think we should first start with Jack.
Yeah. Okay. So
Alright,
thank you for
that's,
doing that.
That's humbling, thank you.
So I'll ask you a couple questions about like, you know, your
Alright.
background, your basically your origin story, how you
Sounds-
got here.
Sounds good
So
to me.
first off, was there really like a difficult transition from moving to Buffalo to here? So like, you know, Buffalo's all the way in New York and like sort of in that like not in the city area but close to it and like within like,
Yeah.
you know, how's it different from here?
Well, it was that. I don't even know where
Well.
to start. So when I first moved here, I thought like, you know, I was moving away from Buffalo, and I kind of thought, all right, yeah, cool, you know, I'll go there, make some new friends, whatever. But then I got here, and like it was, you know, fairly easy at first, you know. And things got a little complicated, you know, in the beginning, you know, and I had to sort of like branch out and find a bunch of, you know, different friend groups and, you know, sort of like
definitely.
like navigate the landscape of it.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, part of how I come to know you guys. And so it was definitely definitely a little more difficult than I had anticipated, maybe, but it wasn't like terrible by any means.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing that surprised me is people thought I was gay when I moved here. not that that's like an issue or anything. Shout out. Shout out like my gay friends here, Kyle Godalek, Michael Marr. You guys are the goats.
They're really, you're really
love
good.
them.
They're talented, very talented.
But yeah, no, like I honestly am a little confused as to why. It's probably because I had a Visco. I haven't been on my Visco in like months now, but
yeah, what it really is that I see like every like
it's
girl's
just
bio
like imagine
has that.
Instagram,
but like
more
less.
of like an like aesthetic base, more minimalistic Instagram basically.
It's like a second Instagram basically, because I have one too, and it's like
it's
I just
where you
post
post
whatever.
like I don't know artsier photos or something, which is basically just my Instagram now.
I mean, there's no problem with a guy having a Visco. Like I personally, I would use it. I look through it,
Visco, right?
and like I mean, it's like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you know a lot of girls use it more than guys do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people get that perception.
I'm more of a
But yeah.
I'm more of a Snapchat kind of
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Everyone loves Snapchat's just like
I
you
still
gotta
have a Snapchat from you saved on my phone when you just sent me like this picture of you in a suit. You said rate the fit.
Can you please send me that so I can pull that up on the podcast?
Yeah, I can get it to you if I still have it.
But like, so like yeah, after moving, that transition period was sort of difficult for you. So when you first got here, like, what are your like? You kind of answered this already, but like, what are your first impressions of just the people in this Bucktown area?
Dude, everyone was so nice.
Really?
It was like crazy, yeah. Because in New York, nobody cares. Like, if somebody says like, "Yo, how are you doing?" in New York, it's just literally a greeting. Nobody actually cares. Like, I would say, "How you doing?" Someone would like actually tell me how they're doing, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
And then
So
they
you're just
asked
caught
me
off
back,
guard?
and I was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that."
Mhm.
And yeah, people here are just like generally really nice. Like, people were just very accepting when I moved here. Granted, not all the interactions were like the best.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, yeah.
That's already
as
given,
it
like,
goes
just
with
in
like
general.
any school.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, I
always
mean,
gonna have
that's-
your ups
that's
and your
generic.
downs.
Yeah.
But like overall, like it's been a great experience having moved here. And if I had the choice, I would totally do it again.
So move back to
move-
Buffalo,
move.
move back here. Yeah, so you do it again.
Well, no, not if I had the choice. Like if I was
yeah.
forced to repeat my
Yeah,
life
yeah.
the same, like I would still choose the same path.
Meet the same people and like everything like that.
Yeah. And yeah, that pretty much covers it.
Mhm.
I was surprised at how rural it is here too, which in retrospect I actually like that a lot because
Very laid
it
back.
depends.
here.
I mean,
it's very
super
laid
quiet,
back, and
like,
I'm real into all that nature stuff. I go out and do a lot of like landscape photography.
Yeah.
I own a hammock, because
I own a hammock.
You know what I mean? Like,
with nature.
like, yeah.
I assume you've been to St. Pete's before.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. That was, like, one of the first
I've
places I
never
came.
been to St. Pete's.
Um,
I still have to go.
I went there for
We'll
the
go
first time
sometime
this
for
year.
sure.
I've been there like twice. It's fun. It's
It's
very
really cool.
quaint.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
nice rocks.
Yeah, but
I love the rocks.
because like
I like
to
the
put it in
rocks.
perspective, like I looked up how like big this school district is because I moved here. I realized this is like massive. Like
It's
like me and you go to the same school. We live like half an hour away.
yeah.
And then Kron, there's another like what happened?
Michael.
Like,
Michael.
oh, Michael, my bad. It just slips out.
Yeah.
So I just.
Michael. I gotta write that down. The origin of
Yeah.
Kron.
The origin of Kron.
And then
yeah, actually, I'm
But, like-
borderline Downingtown, different school district.
yeah, that's
Jeez.
exactly right. Wait, where do you live?
Yeah.
I'm right by West Vincent.
Dude, same
Oh.
here.
Wait. Then how come you're?
I live
Wait.
near,
You said
like,
you're 20 minutes away from my house? From
26.
That's
Way to
exactly
give me
the
a way to
same as
get-
what mine was.
There's an extra 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you like squatting in my basement or something? No, but so it's like 95 square miles or something. The school district.
Wow.
95 square miles.
Yeah, I was like,
Jeez.
what? No, this is ridiculous. And yeah, but then my old school was like not even a quarter of that probably, and we had like 200 more kids in my graduating
Jeez.
class.
Wow.
So it's like,
It's probably
This is-
a much more busy area. I mean, Buffalo's a big old city.
yeah, it's just that
Big
where I
old
lived was
city.
closer to the city than we are from Philly. We're like 45 minutes or so from
Yeah,
Philly here. I
yeah.
was maybe like 15 from Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
When people
Well,
ask,
Philly's like a big city.
when people like ask you like where do you live, if you're in a different area, do you just say outside of Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
any of my
It's like
friends
no one knows what Pottstown is.
Yeah. If any of my friends ask me, my friends from Buffalo ask me if I live in Philly.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Nobody who says they're from Philly actually lives in Philly. So you should just learn to take it with a grain
I mean,
of salt.
I think some people live in Philly.
Okay,
but...
well, like 75% of the people that say they live in Philly don't actually live in Philly.
Give me the mouse word. I should give me the mouse. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it here. But also was like, I was gonna go with this. Yeah, how would like you were already saying? How would you compare life in Buffalo to like being here then? Like, would you say it's better, or would you say like it's like or
It's different, really.
So, like,
I
neither
couldn't
good, neither
couldn't
bad.
say like a better or worse. That's really a completely subjective thing.
Mhm.
It's just there's more to do in Buffalo in terms of going around like exploring like different like urban places whatever
Yeah.
stuff like that. Whereas here it's more of like I find good coffee shops around. I find new places to go out and
Yeah.
like take photos and stuff. Like a couple months ago I found out about this place called Hibernia Park over in like
I think I've heard of that.
I think it's in
I've not.
Glenmore or something. It's a lot out west. And but that place is like really cool. It's got like this creek with all these like rocks and stuff to make like mini waterfalls. It's just like a cool spot. And I'm just like always looking for new things like that around here. Whereas in Buffalo, there's really not a whole lot like in that department.
So I feel like here, like it may seem like a bit boring or plain, like in just like this general area, but like once you like dive in and actually explore, like there's a lot of shops, there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of places.
Oh yeah,
to
there's
visit.
a lot going on.
And like since
here.
like this is mainly like a nature like bound place, you can find many parks or like just like like what's that called? Where's the place I haven't gone to? I literally just mentioned. Yeah, St. Pete's. Yeah. Like there's a lot of places like that too, which is really sick if you're into all that.
Yeah. And I mean, like to be fair, I want to move out to Montana after college, so like
you have mentioned that.
This is
yeah,
like,
mentioned
that.
that.
I can handle this amount of ruralness easily because I'm trying to live in like a cabin in the Rocky Mountains. That's
after you said after college.
Yeah, because I'm going to like Pittsburgh probably for college because I want to be in a city just for the sake of convenience and everything.
Oh, that's dope.
But then
what do you want to study at Pitt, by the way?
Probably political science. So
you
use that to go to law school.
You'd probably be good at it.
Yeah.
And like so this is another topic I want to like focus on. It's kind of like a weird topic. You mentioned your Instagram. You mentioned how you like the nature and all that stuff. And so I noticed people that followed you for like since like ever since you got here noticed a transition, a change in on your Instagram post. So like like if you before you would post about like not saying it's a bad thing, like, you know, post like your cars and like the watches, which is like really sick. Like I enjoy those photos too. But you said that you transitioned from those past that past content to like now, which is like all nature and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like, is there like a reason why you want to change, or it just happened naturally?
Not really a reason. No, it's more or less of just a matter of what I find visually appealing, what I think looks good. Is what I'll choose to put on my Instagram because I want my feed to like look nice, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
He likes the artsy photo type.
Yeah. I'm not really one to like care too much about my feed. I'm more of like the individual pictures, I guess. More now. I used to kind of have like a theme going in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's more of just like what I think looks good. Like in some cases, if I'm, like say I'll just be at like a coffee shop, the latte looks good,
Of course.
And like just like the area around it, maybe my shoe, I don't know.
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
if it looks
got you.
good, I'll take a photo, I'll post it, sure.
That's
and now
interesting. It's a lot
the
of
same way.
small details
Yeah.
that you look for just any moment.
Yeah. And now since I've gotten more into photography over the past like year and a half maybe, I've just been going more towards that rather than just like casual like everyday photos. It's more of like not professional by any means. I'm not like getting paid for anything I do.
Yeah, they're really like.
I appreciate
It's
it.
you and Aaron take those photos.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah, I go out with Aaron pretty often.
Shout out to Aaron.
We were just at shout out Aaron Duvall. We were just at St. Pete's like a couple weeks ago, and I posted a couple of pictures that he took of me while we were there, and it was just real snowy, cool day.
See, I'm a bit different with my Instagram. I pretty much have like 5 posts, and it's just
You're
like
more just like a posting like
it's
like
really
important
sporadic
events to me.
Yeah. Like one of mine is when I did the half marathon. And the picture, I think you can see my hand in the picture. Just holding a medal. Like,
I mean, that's fine. If you find that,
I used to do that all the time. I'd post pictures of like a cool looking drink or something, my hand will be in it, and it's like,
but I'm saying you're like, you're saying you're taking like really like careful situations. I think that's really cool.
Like, and then you're like,
Jose's
it's because like it's
camera.
different people. It's like Jax with like he's like you said he's taking careful pictures with
Yeah.
your like you just like snap of a finger and like you're at the picture and that's a pose, which is
my
like
nail.
but which is like your like sort of style, which is your like which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. People have different styles.
Yeah,
Shout
no,
out to my
it's-
Instagram.
Like,
Yeah, we'll shout it at the end.
yeah.
Because like with me, it's like if you look through my feed, it's mainly just of people, moments with friends. So like I rarely ever post pictures of like you know,
Yeah. Anytime I get something like important like that, like for prom, homecoming, things like that.
yeah.
I'll post pictures of that, even if it like is a total like completely different from everything else I post. It's an important thing. It's an event with people I care about.
Yeah.
So I'll post it up there.
Like any significant thing that happens in your life, you just gotta put it.
That reminds me. I have this alt account, this Finsta thing. It's a meme page I made like 2 years ago called
Kronengold's Paradise.
it's called Laminated Cabbage.
Dude, no,
Wait, is that you?
That's me.
No, you spelled it wrong though. It's lamented cabbage.
No, it's laminated. There's no I in it.
I don't think.
No,
What? There's no I in lamented.
it's laminated. Anyway.
I don't think
Anyway,
there is.
so I remember once I
still follow that meme
posted
page.
a photo on what I thought was my Finsta. I noticed there was like 20 likes, and then Robin Malin, shout out to Robin Malin, DM'd
First
me.
episode.
Why are we shouting out literally everybody?
That's what we did in the first episode. We should shout out everyone.
He like DMs me. He's like
I
wrong
mean, Robin
account.
deserves a shout out if anyone, but still.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like I got all these like somewhat important events, and it's just this one meme I posted.
Well, I hate. I've done that before, like once, but like it wasn't a meme. But like I posted accidentally on my on my wrist instead of my fence by accident, and it's just embarrassing. It's just funny.
It's funny.
I remember one time I was on my Finsta. I think I posted like, I don't know. It was some meme that was like one of those really like existential looking memes that's just that makes like no sense. And I saw it was on my Instagram.
Yeah, half of the stuff you
actual
post
Instagram
doesn't
for
make
like
sense.
10 minutes, and it had like 30 likes. But I was like, let's get that down. Listen, I'm about to head out.
Actually, can we look up how to spell laminated?
Yeah, search. Ask Siri.
Well, that
Yeah,
works.
matter of fact, let me look at.
Siri, how do you
The
spell
apparel.
laminated?
Laminated. Laminated.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna change that.
Okay, it is laminated cabbage. Except it's, granted, it's spelled wrong. But it's still laminated cabbage.
So I'm not missing the N part. It's laminated by accident. How would I change that?
I think you go to edit profile username.
Yes.
Yes.
I have changed my username multiple times throughout like the course of my
Oh wait,
Instagram
edit
history.
profile.
Changed it.
Change name Lamin.
Like 6th grade.
So it's
Mine used to be so
Lamin.
cringy. But anyways, while we're on the topic of
Okay, that
being
didn't
prawn,
work. that didn't work.
We're still not to talk about.
yeah,
no,
this is where like
Michael,
yeah.
if you will.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Michael. Oh my God.
Oh.
But we're gonna get into the psyche of Michael Kronengold.
If we dare.
It's really not that scary. Don't worry.
Oh, I
It's
promise
pretty
you it
scary.
is.
Are you
It's
sure,
not-
Kron? Dude, he's hiding something. I swear.
Like we said, we need to prepare to hear about him buying a chair for his bone altar in his basement. Where he prays to his human remains.
All right, so
The almighty Kron.
Here's the thing I can best put it. So I think French class is a great example because we're both in it.
We're all in it.
Both, all
Yes,
three of
we're
us.
all. Yes.
Yes. So it's like I'm aware that I look like an idiot.
Nah.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
You look
it's like
like-
you're very. Ben said it the best way. You're very animated with your your gestures, which adds to your character, which
Yeah.
is the best thing. Because
I think
my name is
it's not
Kron.
that you look like an idiot. It's that you often say things that have really no coherent meaning, and I just wonder what is going through.
What is going on?
Like there's been a total of maybe 2 times we've been in class, and you've said something that I
Made
thought of
sense.
was like an actual rational thought.
See, and the thing is, like, I totally know I'm doing it. It's just I don't care.
Yeah, no one cares anymore.
I mean, granted, I'm probably not much better about that in French class.
Well,
I
you
have,
make some
I-
coherent statements.
Yeah, you think you say some
Yeah.
pretty. I don't say anything in that class
I
because
think,
I know
just
you
have
can do
really
it.
shame
I think the
in
best
French
is
class,
when I
really.
actually try speaking French and like being funny because
It's hilarious.
Okay, so I remember.
Your monotone voice whenever you say something just makes it so much funnier. It's like, oh yeah, like I don't know.
So I remember in French class we were having the discussion and we were talking about technology in schools and whether or not that's good or whatever. And I said no, obviously, because I hate Canvas. You know how I feel about Canvas. I'm more of a pen and paper kind of guy. No, not no.
No shout out to
no
Canvas.
shout out
I'm
to
fine
Canvas.
with it.
Shout out pen and paper. But I was kind of going on like a sarcastic rant a little bit, saying we should go back to the Stone Age. In retrospect, that doesn't seem like such a bad idea, really.
Banging
But
skulls
just
together.
but, you know, yeah. But anyways, so I said something along the lines of, je pense que des gens devraient être avec des animaux.
And translate for the people that don't know what you're saying.
Which,
by the
yeah,
way.
Like
that's
me.
how I'm getting to. Which translates literally to, I think people should be with animals. And then I realized that's not what I was like. No. I had to clarify that I was not promoting. I just say that we should be like in touch with nature.
Yeah.
She.
He is a she. Anyway.
Anyway.
We're gonna get
Alright,
back into the
anyways,
mind of the insane
to
mind of Kron.
derail.
I'm starting to think it's my mind that might be a little more psychotic after this.
Yeah, wait.
You
So
like-
this
you start
whole
saying it.
statement was supposed to disprove me, and then it said you just promoted your own
started saying it out loud.
bestiality
Well,
statement.
no. I said I non-intentionally
involved with that
promoted
Jesus.
We're talking about French.
All right.
Here's the thing: you may not
Lost in
realize.
translation.
I don't know why, but in every other period, I'm just not that like excited.
Because this class
Dude,
is just
same. It's
Yeah,
like because that class drains the motivation of everybody in it. So
nothing
we
wrong
just-
with French. By the way, yeah.
Shout out Madam
if Madam Smith is watching.
Madam
Hey,
Smith.
You're a really good
We
teacher.
love you, Madam Smith.
Yeah.
You're a great teacher.
bonjour.
It's just the French in general,
language
yeah.
is- and- oh my God,
It's
it
very
is
it's
tough.
very mentally demanding.
You know what's worse
Yeah.
too? I read it. It's considered like one of the easiest languages. in the
Uh,
world.
Yeah,
Come-
remind me
that
not
means
to
we
try
just suck at
Mandarin.
learning.
It's like Icelandic. It's like one of the hardest.
Dude, I was in Iceland over the summer and I could not read a single like sign. They were just
Makes
so,
sense.
Like the amount of letters they managed to fit into words there is just obscene. Like
Yes. Okay. Anyways, back to the Kron thing. All right.
let's finally.
I keep calling you Kron by accident. Which
Okay,
is
can we
really
talk
annoying.
about that?
Yeah. So I want to talk about the origins of how you got the nickname Kron because.
Okay.
Yeah, how did I really?
Because it's Michael Kronengold, right? Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah, that's how
yeah.
you pronounce your last name.
So my last name is 10 letters long. It means crown of gold in like
That's
German.
dope. That's actually pretty dope.
That's-
I
that's
just
pretty
realized that.
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
kinda
gonna
after
keep
that.
it completely real with you. That is the sickest name.
So we're just calling you're basically calling you Crown then. If we're saying Kron.
Yeah, yeah.
Crown.
Imagine if we go to
Okay.
Germany on like a trip or something and we're saying that.
Crown.
Who is this crown kid?
I talked to Linus about it because he's
He's German, yeah.
Oh,
It may be
yeah.
Austrian.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
always forget.
I think he's German because.
Well, he's German. I'm saying Kronengold may be Austrian.
Oh.
Because-
wait, is Linus like from Germany? How does that work?
I don't know if he was
his
born there, but I know
family-
he's
his
from there.
sister was actually
'Cause,
born.
Yeah, Anna, right?
Yeah.
Is his sister, and she's like from
Yeah,
Germany
they,
or whatever.
they
yeah,
speak like
Fluent? Like
fluent
basically fluent.
in their house. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
really cool.
It's dope. Because I know they visit like every summer.
Yeah,
they
that's
always
wild.
go.
Yeah, they visit their extended family over there.
That's
And then-
cool.
Anyway, so I think I want to say around freshman year, and I think it actually originated in like I think it was sophomore year. Really started kicking off in Miss
With the nickname
in Miss
Kron.
Joyce's French class actually.
Thanks to us. Thanks
Shout
to
out
us.
to French class again.
Wait, sophomore, or junior year.
Sophomore.
Sophomore, I'd say.
I was
Oh, you were
there.
at CP.
And
Yeah.
I think I think one of the main people was my good friend Michael Jock Bonello. He kind of was
Shout out Paste.
Shout out another one.
He's got a cooler backstory to that one. I mean, I think people just started, obviously abbreviating my name. So now I'm Kron to some people, I'm Mike to others. And I know about 2 people who just call me Michael.
Yeah.
See, it's really hard for me to call you Michael in class sometimes because Michael Mars in our class, and I always call him Michael. Sometimes
But I mean,
call
we're
him
not-
Mike
Yeah,
to
'cause I-
shorten
It's
it.
not only French. I mean, I'm saying every
Yeah, oh, yeah,
class,
yeah.
no one, like,
Yeah. But other than that,
Anyway, so that's basically it. It's just people started calling me that. If you want to call me Michael, please do.
Just be encouraged.
Please.
Michael. You don't like? Do you like Mike? Or not at all? Prison Mike.
So In elementary school, I was really annoying in elementary school.
Okay.
I was like I really hated when people called me Mike for some reason. I would say something stupid like it did on my birth certificate, Mike.
Did you have a lisp when you were a kid?
No.
Oh, damn.
I remember I had these neighbors back in Buffalo that lived next door to me, and they were like twins, Isabella and Olivia, and they like looked really similar. So it was like a couple of them apart. But Isabella would get like so mad if you called her Olivia on accident.
Yeah.
And that would happen like all the time because they looked so similar. And then I remember just getting like screamed at about it one time. So I was just because I was really good friends with their brother Matt. I was just like going over to see if you could hang out, and then next thing you know, I'm getting like yelled at and chased off their property.
Well, what a good backstory. Getting yelled at your neighbors. But also more into Kron because we want to get into Kron's life.
There's still some layers of hell left.
Oh, my bad. But like what I want to talk about too, because like you mentioned, as every kid, as every young person, there's always something that they always hold on to when they're a child. So like you say,
so
you mentioned
in Kron's case is his habit of playing with dead animal bones.
We don't mention that. You're not dying. But so like you mentioned a couple days ago,
Michael's
like,
case, my bad.
you still play with like you still play with Lego. But, like you have a Lego Ninjago
this
set.
kid is really about to say, "Do I regret playing with Legos?"
No, I'm not gonna say you regret it. No.
That was probably my favorite part of my entire childhood.
Yeah.
Legos are a fantastic.
It's a creative outlet as a child.
I don't know what it is, but I just really can never. Like, you know how some people are like, I have to have a bin of Legos and just build whatever I want?
Yeah.
I'd sometimes do that, but I was mostly, give me a Lego set and I'll build it kind of guy. My prized Lego possession is this series called the Lego Modular Building Series. They're like each like 2,000 pieces.
Aren't they like actual like buildings in real life?
Yeah, so they're like they're like these model building.
Sorry, you just said a Spider-Man quote. I'm gonna build my Lego Death Star. But continue.
So there's like a town hall, a fire station, and what's cool is that the buildings literally connect. They're modular, like the name. So
whoa.
So I have like I have an entire street of like half a dozen Lego sets that are like this big.
That's awesome.
And they each like come apart into like 3 different layers. They're really cool. I'm really happy with them. That's the prized possession of my childhood right there.
Did anybody else have Playmobil as a kid, or was that
I didn't. I only got.
I remember those.
I know what they are, but yeah.
I just remember Playmobil probably being like the most boring possible like toy set, but I really I really had fun with it. Like, but in retrospect, that probably was like terrible. I enjoyed my Legos much more.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Lego Ninjago TV series?
I did watch the Bionicle one. Though.
I didn't
I'm
see
pretty sure
those.
that was like a thing. Yeah.
See, so I on Comcast. There's this really. So do you guys have On Demand?
I used to.
So there's this really obscure channel called Activities TV. Have you heard of that?
Can't say I have. But go on.
Can't.
No one has. And basically, it's a bunch of these like craft shows. It was really cool. And something tells me that there was like a Lego subsection of that. I know there was a cartoon section. Every summer they would show videos of how to build sandcastles, and that was my favorite segment. It was so cool.
Yeah, I could never. I'm not much of an arts and crafts guy.
Yeah.
If you hand me
I
a pair of scissors and a glue stick, I will literally burn down the entire United States.
But like what I want to talk like one of my main questions to ask you why I brought up this Lego stuff is like, do you think it's gonna also apply to Jack too? But like, do you think you are still connected with your younger self? Like, do you think you're like there are days where like you see that Lego bin and you just want to build out of it, even though you are 7. Are you 17 or 8?
17.
Yeah, if you're 17 years old, you're still connected with like your 10, 11, 9-year-old self.
So the thing is, like I said, I hate my former elementary school self. I think I was annoying.
We all think that.
I did this thing in like 2nd grade. Every day at recess, I would imagine I was on a TV set.
Oh.
And like act out a show.
Oh.
And I would literally It must look so weird. I'd basically be running around talking to myself every day at recess.
I'm pretty sure Charles Manson did this when he was a kid too.
Look, I
Did you think you were on Jurassic Park and start digging up bones?
That's where it all started. That's the obsession.
That's where it all started.
I don't know what that was about. I
Bones.
remember there was a submarine.
Oh.
The last time I
So-
remember even thinking about a submarine was playing Beatles Rock Band. And playing Yellow
Oh.
Submarine.
Rock Band.
Slapped back in the
I
day.
played this game called Subnautica a few months ago. Have you played that?
Wait, I've heard of. Wait.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, it
but
does
I
sound
don't
It's
think I've
basically
played
like Minecraft survival in water on a water planet. It's really
That's
cool.
pretty
It's like visually amazing too. It's like great.
More so than
HD.
Far Cry 5.
Never played.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Takes
I
place in the
need to
great
get a
state of
Far-
Montana. Beautiful, beautiful.
But anyway, going back to like child me. So I think I was very nerdy back then, I'd say.
Likewise. I still am.
Yeah,
I'll admit.
I'm trying to show it more.
I'm still pretty nerdy. Like, it's not, like, especially, like, expressed outwardly, but it's definitely there.
Like, I'm trying to
Anyone
show
who
it
knows
more
me
too.
knows
Like, I'm like, I
I'm
used to be like so
nerdy.
scared to hide my nerdy side, but like now I'm like, I don't really care what
Dude,
people say.
I'll watch anime openly now. don't
I
even care
openly
about-
admit that I watch anime.
Yeah, that's...
I've never seen.
it's a more
Watch.
recent thing, but, like,
I
I
actually
will
don't watch a lot
accept
of
it.
TV.
Do you like more YouTube kind of guy or like
I'm a
Netflix?
YouTube kind of guy.
Yeah. You guys ever watch the show Top Gear?
No, but I heard it was pretty good.
It was on BBC. They have a new show on Amazon now because they got like kicked off of their old show on the BBC because
Yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson like punched a producer or something. I don't know, but that's a good show.
What would you guys say is like the greatest like video game of all time?
Minecraft, Fortnite.
Don't you dare! Don't
I'm
you
just
dare.
kidding. I don't.
That's
there's-
a really hard question.
It
but
is. It's like
I can make you a top 5. I don't know about a.
Dude,
I don't know about
he's
a number
turned
1.
psycho
though.
right now.
that,
He's
did,
fine.
that didn't. That didn't.
That didn't
kill
mess
the
with
mic.
anything.
Yeah.
He's going crazy right now.
So
I don't know. Like it's like there would be times where
top three.
top three.
Ooh.
Anything from the Batman series, Batman Arkham series. That I used to be
Those are
obsessed
good,
with
those
those.
are good.
Minecraft is like it's something I always like brought me back.
I agree. I know it's like a meme to hate on Minecraft.
No, people like it's a meme to like it now.
But yeah, like I think because Fortnite, like people realize how much how toxic the
Crappy
community
game it
is.
was, yeah.
Like I think the issue with Minecraft is the community became a bunch of really young kids.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
lost
I
its
think it's a good
luster.
game. It's really fun. I especially liked multiplayer. I liked playing on servers. Skyward
Oh, yeah,
was fun.
Is it weird that I never played Minecraft?
That is weird.
That is very
that
like,
is
every
weird.
ask like half of the class, every guy, or like even some of the girls too.
Yeah.
Everyone has played Minecraft. It's like it's
I've never
wild.
played Minecraft. But if
Have you played modded before?
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know if I would put it in my top 3, but this really good game I played on when I had a Nintendo 64 in
Ooh.
this is like first grade. I got a new one. I got another Nintendo 64 like a couple of years ago, and I've been getting more games for it. But Pokemon Stadium 2 for the Nintendo 64, that game slapped. I would daydream about it in my first grade classes. Just think about just abusing people who would be
Okay. Well, way to say abusing.
Okay. I'm gonna make you guys feel really upset.
Okay.
The first Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Go.
Okay. Well, I'm.
Okay, well,
So,
Can I leave?
the only exception.
All right, we're done here, guys.
This is the end of the podcast.
The only exception is for one birthday, my friend got me this console, like this handheld console that was like a Pokemon maze game. I had no idea what I was doing.
What?
It was really random. I think I still have it.
Was it electronic or
Yeah. Like you would open
Is
it up
it
and you get this Pokédex and
Dude, he's talking about. It turns out he's talking about a Game Boy.
This sounds vaguely like a Game Boy Color.
no, I'm saying it was a console designed for this one Pokemon game. And I remember every time my sister had a ballet recital, I just played that during the
I
recital.
actually had a similar thing. It was like an Atari setup, just like the one stick, but it was specifically for Spider-Man, for the Spider-Man game.
Oh, I think
Um,
I've seen those.
I don't.
Didn't John
I
Sean do a
have
video
no
on that
idea
time?
what it's
I
called,
don't
but
know.
it
Plug and
was.
play kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I have
Three guys
no
just
idea what
talking
it was called, but it was so fun,
Mhm.
so much fun when I was like 7 or 6, maybe, I don't know, something like that.
I was obsessed with like Mario Party and like on the GameCube.
Yeah, I have Mario Party 7 for my GameCube.
You still have my game, by the way.
I do have
You still have my
Need
Need
for
for
Speed still, yes.
Speed. Oh,
But if I had to give you my 3 favorite games, like best ever,
it's like there's so many games that you played throughout like your 18 years of life.
yeah,
Just
like,
being 18, you played a lot of games.
yeah.
One game I can definitely put on there is Mario Galaxy. That's
I used to play that all the
I
time.
think that's
too.
my
I
favorite.
never had that game, so I can give.
I think that is my favorite. The Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I think, is my favorite Mario franchise of all time. I think it's so fun. It's so like creative and like it's like a fun 3D platformer sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, my top 3 would have to include Modern Warfare 2 because that was the first Call of Duty.
COD, like it's pretty dope.
Well, everything pre like Black Ops 2, I think was pretty good.
You don't like Black Ops
They
2?
kind of lost.
Right
Like
away.
like Black Ops 2 was like the last good COD in my opinion. Sorry, but
Sorry, Michael.
It's fine. Whatever.
It keeps slipping up by accident.
yeah, no, but yeah. So Modern Warfare 2 because that was the first Call of Duty I played. At like that was probably like 3rd grade.
Third grade playing a rated M game.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's for sure, man.
I never played those games, man.
Super Smash Bros. Melee. Still have it to this day.
I don't have it, but I used to play it all
I
the
have
time.
the same GameCube that I got for my 6th birthday in
Guys,
my room today.
Guys, I only ever played Brawl.
That's a good game though.
Yeah, I played Brawl more than I played Melee.
I
but still-
actually-
anyway.
Something I think people forget: the Subspace Emissary. I think is really fun.
Yeah.
Have you played that?
No,
The single player campaign?
I have not.
Yeah,
Dude,
I really like that.
the story
that was a
is
great
nice,
story
but-
compared to the one on what's the new one called?
Ultimate.
Yeah, Smash Ultimate.
I still have to try that
I have
one.
that for the Switch. It's the like Brawl mode or the like
Brawl
what's it called?
campaign.
Smash mode or whatever. There's like the free play. You know where you do like exhibitions and stuff. That's a lot of fun. But
something of light,
it's just called Smash.
Are you okay?
No, because
You know, in the big menu, it's the red button that says
I don't know.
Smash.
I
and
don't
you-
have a Switch. So.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Well,
saying like
I want
I'm
one,
saying the
dude.
campaign mode in that game is too complex for me. A lot of games nowadays have like these really like complicated campaign modes. I like it to be a little more simple, where you don't have to understand like all these different like spirits or
Well,
you
the,
know,
the game is
stuff
made
like
for
that.
kids.
Like,
It is made for kids.
but it's just like
But-
there's so much going on in the Smash Ultimate campaign.
Mhm.
I don't really like it.
Alright.
Personally.
I played a lot of CS:GO when I was younger.
I want to get a CS:GO when
Yes.
it's turned down because I don't play PC.
I was so bad. I had way too many
Flick.
hours on it, and I was such a low rank.
That's okay, Ron. Michael. Ugh.
Like because my only console is a Wii, so I didn't.
I started out with like the Wii and the
Can we
GameCube.
pause this? I really have to pee.
Yeah, okay, that's sure. Yeah, we'll pause it right now.
All right.
All right, we're back after
fun.
we're back after a pee break because little boys have to pee.
I didn't. I'm a big boy.
Okay. But
Our bladders can't handle all this cold brew.
but I wanted to also like ask more questions about Kron.
Okay.
I'm like I keep saying
Yeah,
Kron,
he's
it's really
such a
frustrating.
mysterious
Dude,
guy.
don't feel bad. It's just me at this point. I don't have a
He's
gr-
accepted his fate as
I don't have
Kron
like a
for the
hit
rest of
list on you now because of it.
But another type question I want to ask. This is more of a deep one. Sort of. Do you see yourself as an emotional type of person? Very emotional, or in any situation, like not crying all the time, but like
I think
sentimental kind of guy.
I think yeah. So like for example, this may sound really petty, but like on my birthday last year,
Oh, dude, it's a birthday story.
Like,
It's gonna be like 16 candles.
no, so I was just on YouTube and I found clips of Phineas and Ferb.
What?
Where's this going?
Yo.
I just
Like-
I missed my childhood then because
Oh yeah.
that was my favorite show.
The nostalgic sort of feeling just hits
Yeah,
you.
it's like, man, I'm going to college in about a year now at the time, and I miss this show. I really like I really like that show, man.
Yeah, no, I got you. I
I can
got you.
still watch it, you know.
It's not the same when it's over.
It was bad by season 3. No,
It's-
4. Season 4. Season
The-
3 was the best.
The love
they
interest in
stopped
that show is
making good
weird.
SpongeBob episodes too. After,
Oh, yeah.
After a short while.
But I think, yeah, I mean, I may on the outside just look like I'm the guy who's always just laughing at everything. Because I am.
The meme guy.
I'm the meme guy, but I mean, yeah. I
Not a
mean,
phase, Mom.
this is who I am.
There's a really long phase.
I mean,
But-
like, yeah. I mean, obviously I have emotions. I'm not.
Of course,
I'm
yeah.
not a bored.
Yeah.
I may not be the
What?
best at showing
bored.
those though, and I actually I'll admit I have some pretty bad stage fright usually. Like I had to give a speech at the NHS induction ceremony. That was terrifying.
Of course, I can imagine. It's for
The only-
NHS and it's a bunch of people.
The only thing that made it redeem me is I quoted Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. So like,
Did you do the accent?
I did. I said I would not do the accent.
I wish I kind of heard that though.
Yeah, I kind of don't really have stage fright per se, and like I said, I really have no shame. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I have no shame.
Well, that's good
I'm
too.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in French class, I have no. I'll say anything in French class.
Well,
Yeah, we
But,
know, Jack. We know.
Yeah.
I sit across from you, like in the class. I'm like, oh, Jack's gonna say something.
Here we go again.
Yeah, but I'm fairly comfortable, like, you know, like speaking my mind.
Mhm.
You know, a lot. Like I don't necessarily like being the center of attention, but like I can handle it.
What?
At least.
When I was more in middle school,
Oh, cool.
this is gonna be terrible to say. I was very.
Yes.
I was a lot more introverted, I'd say. So when I liked a girl, I would basically only text
no.
them. I wouldn't like talk to them at all.
I
Bad
yeah.
habit, guys. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
to any
Did you
guy,
put
don't
her
do that.
picture on the bone altar?
Stop, dude. What are you doing?
that sounds really bad.
Yeah, I'm saying.
No, but I think.
That's nice to imagine, dude. It's like it's Tyler. It's like a wooden board just painted on Kron's bone altar.
Like not like painted in the blood of his victims.
That's exactly how I imagine. It's like,
Oh my
there's a
God.
pillow for him to kneel down on.
No, the pillow is like made
No,
of their
no.
skin.
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Yeah, I think Kron is a bit like the Native American tribes in this way. If he wants the full body of his victims to be
Dude,
used,
what
he
are you
doesn't want to put it
saying
to
at this
waste.
point?
At this point, dude, we're just making stuff up. It doesn't even.
I have no blood altar, by the way.
Disclaimer: he's not that much of a
Yeah, it's
freak.
weird. This is just an extrapolation.
Jack, I'm gonna get like the SWAT team coming at my door at this point.
A young Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. In all seriousness, though.
So yeah, that's, and I think we've all done that when we're just kind of shy, so we only like text someone.
Yeah. That was me
Yeah,
in
we've
middle
all
school
been
all the
there.
time.
And it's just kind of like, and I don't know why I didn't realize, because I did it for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, why didn't I realize it's not working?
Hold up.
This is
Pause.
my 7th try now. You're like recording it in like a journal. You're like,
Dude, I
The
will
journal that goes in his bone altar.
dude, I will admit on camera, I am 5-1. No, 1 in 5.
Wait.
One,
I mean, that's better than
one
nothing.
accept, 5 reject.
Except what exactly?
Like say like going out.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
All right. Fair.
5 rejections. I'm proud of that number, man.
Put her there. A non-incel among us.
I cry myself to sleep.
Okay. So basically, what you're saying was like makes me want to go to like this one question also, is like what is a common misconception that people have about the Michael Kronengold? Like what's something that people don't know a lot about you, or like what's like,
So yeah, this may sound weird to you guys, but I think a lot of people think of me as like really quiet.
Mhm. I
I
don't know.
can kind of see that, but like because I know you from French class, you know, it's
Well,
definitely a bit different. But
but-
I can
but-
totally see how you
But
are. Like,
I'm
quiet.
saying, so a few years ago, I was very introverted.
Yeah.
I mean, I think freshman year especially, I was really quiet. And I had friends and all. I just there would only be certain periods of the day when I'd actually get chatty. Like
Yeah.
at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Lunchtime every year, I've been loud.
I'm kind of similar. Like in my
I'm
fifth period
loud.
study hall, I'm not especially chatty. And
I'm loud.
we had to take
You're
like
kind of quirky though.
we took like this personality test or something
Yeah.
in my English class, but we had other people like fill it out for us, like the way they saw us.
Uh huh.
So I would consider myself a little more introverted, but everyone that took the test like on my behalf, said I was like 75% extroverted.
Which,
and
yeah,
was
I kind of noticed that
like,
too.
what?
You're kind of like an extrovert.
Yeah, I would
right?
say
Yeah.
extrovert.
I mean,
yeah.
but that was never really the way I saw it, so I was kind of surprised when I got those results.
Because I feel like there's a difference between being confident and being extroverted.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
a fair point.
And I think part of that for me is I always wore like the sweatshirt, and I just always look sad. I think so.
One of
Wait,
those people that wore like the jeans that were a little too long and like the same sweatshirt.
No,
every
no,
day
not
kinda
that.
guy.
It's just
That's
the
like
it's
Cody
the
from
same
Sweet Life of Zack and
sweatshirt.
Cody.
It was this old sweatshirt I had. I remember in 8th grade I always wore my marching man sweatshirt. 9th grade I always wore this blue one, and that was just like my image.
Yeah, every year you kind of have like that one thing you wear like very
Oh, yeah,
often.
This year
Middle school,
I have 3 jackets or
I
something.
definitely
so
have
I,
a favorite T-shirt, which is my
Yeah.
like I have this black Grateful Dead T-shirt that I've.
You
so
do wear that,
comfy.
yeah, I've seen
I
that,
just
yeah.
love it, and
Is-
it looks
is-
good.
Is that the
It looks
Grateful
good.
Dead t-shirt?
No, this is the blue Grateful Dead T-shirt.
Very
So-
different.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. Different fit. This one's a little tighter. That the black one's just kind of looser fit, more comfy, and it just looks good with like every color combination. So
Also,
it's just reliable.
Congrats on getting best style.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Not
that's
like I
fine.
wanted that one.
I think I voted for you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
kidding.
I've worn cargo pants like 95% of the time. So I don't
I was
know
like,
how
wait,
this happened.
this is the guy that won best style.
this is what? This guy, he has his pants tucked into his socks. What are we voting for?
Jose, did you win anything?
I wanted best style, but this kid took it from me. But I mean, like,
Sorry,
yo,
bro. You're,
no, it's alright.
second place.
I was hoping.
Dude, that was so bad.
Sorry, I can't really like go full business.
Yeah, I
casual over here.
can't.
Do you guys know who got
yeah.
most musical guy?
I really hope it was Matt.
Dude, I voted for you though. I voted for you as
See,
most music.
obviously, I only mostly talk to people I know, but I know a lot of people who I think voted for me, but I didn't get it.
I hope Manus Weber got it.
He's very
because
musically
him with the
inclined.
ukulele, he's a beast, dude.
Dude, like some
He-
people think it's like dumb and weird.
On
He's
the
going around the
academic
hallway.
team, he would bring his ukulele on the bus with us to trips. And one time, he was strumming the ukulele, and we were singing "Take Me Home,
Oh,
Country
that's
Roads" on the bus,
dude,
dude.
that's the best.
Manus just lights up every room he's in, dude.
He's
I
like
love
one of the
that kid so
sweetest
much.
guys I know.
He's
Okay.
amazing.
Going
Like,
back
no
to
homo,
me,
but, he's like not like that, but like he's just such a cool guy. I love Manus.
going back to me being like perceived
back to
as
me.
quiet. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
me
Let's
again.
talk about
the
Mr. Michael.
most excited state you will ever see me in is marching band trips coming home with the speaker blasting like 80s.
Dude, I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Dude, I'm just screaming piano, man. It's fantastic.
All right. While we're on the topic of music, let's go around and give each of us like top 5, favorite like music artists.
Before we start that, I was actually planning to have this. Can you move the mouse real quick? Actually, give it to me again.
He doesn't trust me to turn.
No,
the
it's like
computer
so I don't have to
on.
keep asking you. So like I wanted to shout someone out because I want to do like a music shout out. So shout out to
Jerry Garcia.
Go ahead. But also Jonathan Hayes. He put out a new album with
Oh,
Love
yeah,
Volume 2.
yeah.
Yes.
That slaps. It's really good. Everyone should check it out.
Absolutely.
I'll put it in my description because he's a good friend of mine too. Next week I'll probably shout someone else out too. But yeah, just support. Like I think support people
Right.
who are trying to get up there.
Especially our local boys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
Boys and gals.
same with Joshua
Not
Neely,
just
right?
boys.
He had
He's
that
putting out ED like no, not EDM. No, he is a DJ though. But
Nice.
That's
Um,
cool.
My
yeah.
friend Carter does EDM.
Mhm.
Shout out to Carter.
I used to.
Shout out Carter,
I used
shout
to
out
DJ
Carter.
all the time.
He's a sophomore. So, what
Music
was,
artist.
What was your question?
The top five music.
5 or 3, whatever favorite music artist in general. All around
So,
round table.
Lil Peep.
Round robin here.
This is gonna sound really dumb, but I don't listen to many artists because
I gotta put you on.
I'm a band nerd kind of guy. So
Do you listen to like Prokofiev and stuff? Like
yeah,
that's
Don't be shit, dude. Cross said that he was like.
You actually like Prokofiev,
I like his yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
I know his Dance of the Nights, that piece.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, my cousin is a piano performance major, and he just learned like a Prokofiev piece, and he was playing on the piano. He's like a beast. He's only been doing it for like 2 years, but he can just sit down and like play stuff without even looking at the music in front of him. And he just like
Wow.
laid down a law on this Prokofiev piece, and it slapped.
Yeah. It slapped.
It did.
I
bro.
mean,
That slaps, dude.
I mean,
It slaps.
I'll occasionally hear like new music and stuff.
Not rap. Do you like listen to rap, like hip hop, anything?
Not
like that?
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with. I don't really like modern music. music too much in a lot of cases.
I'm
Except Greta Van
born in the
Fleet.
wrong
Shout out-
generation.
Well, yeah,
That's the thing. I do
Shout out Greta Van Fleet.
Dude, yes, dude. Oh my god.
I don't know.
Slaps.
They're
bro.
the rock music.
They're basically like Led Zeppelin reincarnated.
Oh wow.
Dude, oh my! I found them out last year. I literally just like
Oh my
pissed my
God.
pants. They were so good.
I So yeah, I mean, I've listened to like some of Mudboy, that album.
Check West.
Yeah.
You know that meme? You know that meme of like that
Mo
black
Bamba.
stick figure thing that's like doing that like dance and
Yeah.
it's like just says Sheck West. That's the best meme.
See, the only reason why is because on Spotify I listen to Mo Bamba as a joke, and it just
As a
plays the
joke.
whole like playlist.
Do we want to hear Mo Bamba or Sicko Mode?
Honestly,
Dude,
like can we
Sicko
just
Mode's
establish
better.
that Sicko Mode is way better than Mo Bamba?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Because like
If
it,
there's
first,
any
it switches
one
up. which is-
modern artist that I like, do
Travis.
to some extent subscribe to, it's Travis Scott because I have always liked his sound like since the moment I found out about him.
I know this is gonna sound old, but I like Kendrick Lamar's
Damn.
Damn, if you say
no,
I just
specific
said
song.
it.
What is it? It's
DNA.
Pools.
Pirates and Crips. Oh god.
Humble.
No, God.
I love Humble.
The one that's like pour up, drank.
Every
Pour up, drink, sit down.
Mad City. Mad City.
Oh, Mad
Oh,
City.
yeah,
Mad
yeah,
City.
yeah, yeah.
I know it's like his one of his most famous songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but
so.
I like that one.
That's the
actually.
reason why, like, it's a famous song because a lot of people like it.
Look.
I mean, that's the definition of popular.
Yes, indeed.
When it comes to music.
So back my freshman year, Logic. You guys know Logic.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Corny. Like a lot of people don't like him now. Like I used to like be such a
Namely
I
Brush that line.
I used to be such a big fan of him, but like now he's kind of corny in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, he still makes kind of good music, but now I don't know. I post like I've been still not post lately. I don't really like stick to one set like artist. I usually just move around depending on my mood.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like if I'm in the mood to listen to like some old like rock music or anything, I'll listen to that. Like Greta Van Fleet, I look for, and then if I'm feeling sad, I look for sad Post Malone songs or anything like that. So like
Yeah.
it depends on my mood and what I listen to.
Yeah, for me, if I had to give like a specific artist that I really like, Grateful Dead is my favorite band by like
tell
a
by your
large
t-shirts?
margin. Like, yeah, hence all my t-shirts. And Jimi Hendrix
Mhm.
is phenomenal. There is no denying this. He is God. Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley is nice. Again, no getting around that. He's a little, you have to be in the right
Yeah.
mood.
Just
And
a little
he's
bit. Just a little.
do Bobby like that. Come on.
Kron loves everything that's dead.
The Doors. The Doors are great.
Yeah.
Nirvana's good.
Wait, what's
Zeppelin.
that famous song the Doors did?
The one with Skrillex.
Break On Through to the Other Side. Hello, I Love You. Peace Frog. Roadhouse Blues. Gloria.
Okay, I know Gloria.
Really? Of all the Doors songs, you know Gloria?
Isn't that Gloria?
He's got really quiet. He just got
Can't
quiet.
hear my
dude.
number. That one, right? This is me singing. I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a favorite artist. My favorite genre would be like 80s, like
Like New Wave.
no, just like pop songs. Honestly, I just like that.
That's New Wave. 80s pop is New Wave.
I like that.
Like a lot.
Like basically what I just hear on the radio is like the most cliche stuff. Like Africa by Toto. I love that song. It's a great song.
Yeah. Grateful Dead just has like a ridiculous amount. Like they have never made a bad song, in my opinion. Like
Mhm.
I just hear it and I'll just like listen to like a whole album on shuffle, and there's not a song that I want to skip. They're just incredible. So yeah, like I said, shout out Jerry Garcia.
Mhm.
Grateful Dead. Best
Well,
band.
now it's that time where I have to close out the podcast because we've been at this for like almost an hour long, which,
Oh,
which I'm
goodness.
very proud of. We had a really
God.
good conversation, guys. So
Yeah,
I want to thank
thank you.
I want to thank
done
both
with
of you for
ease.
being on my podcast.
Thanks, man.
Really
It was
enjoyed
great.
Yeah,
enjoyed having you two
absolutely.
on. If you guys want your Instagram, shout it out right now or anything, any sort of like Snapchat.
At JackMCG_.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you want to follow, feel free.
So
It doesn't really matter. I probably will stop using Instagram soon. I'm getting to see some ridiculous things on Instagram lately.
Yeah.
It's decreasing.
So I got to think about what my Instagram username is. I know my Snapchat is just kronengold all lowercase.
Oh,
My-
he's put. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty sick.
so,
He just gets cron.
believe it or
Honestly, it's
not,
my
no one else
Kron.
has ever made an account called kronengold.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah.
mdkron is your Instagram.
mdkron. That's it.
mdkron.
mdkron is my
We always share
Instagram.
memes, so that's all I know.
Yeah.
Like every time I DM someone a meme, I see mdkron in my recent.
MD
Follow
cron.
mdkron.
But if you want to watch the last episode, last podcast, actually, it'll be linked in the description.
Last podcast on the left.
Another
great podcast in addition to the Absolute Union.
I've heard. But if you want to watch the last episode, yep, I said it's in the description. Go check these two out on their social medias if you guys want to. Subscribe and like this video.
Hit that
And,
notification bell.
And we'll see you
Make
next
sure you
episode.
smash that like button.
Bye, guys.